My name is Casores, assistant coach for the San Francisco Shock, and on our last video, many of you requested this. So without further ado, here's the top 5 reasons why Violet is the best Zenyatta in the world, presented to you by NetApp. So coming in at number 5 is Violet's Harmony and Discord Orb placement. He will have it so that when our flankers connect with the enemy backline, the Discord Orb will be there just in time. When Striker is dueling the enemy Tracer, he will have the Harmony Orb on him. When somebody needs healing, he'll make sure to manage his orbs in such a way that they perfectly hit everybody when they need to. And this is something that's a little bit underrated on the Zenyatta, but if you can find those good Discord orbs on targets that your team can focus and is focusing, that is a huge boon for your team, and it's one of the reasons why Violet is the best Zenyatta in the world. So here's an example of how Violet carries fights through his Discord placement. So this is an early in the fight. We've just started the map. So he used the Harmony Orb on Choi already, because Choi is bound to go duel and try to take space, and he's going to try to push this bongo drum up here. Another option to put the orb on is Striker, but Striker is way out of orb range right now, and he is setting up a flank in the enemy backline, so he definitely cannot orb through walls. So he fights off the enemy Tracer, puts the Discord Orb on him, makes sure to focus down the front line here. Starts pushing up with the right click. Void is finished off because of the Discord Orb on him, like I was talking about, right? So the Discord Orb placement here is really clean and crisp. And then he ends up getting the Discord on Izayaki. Calls this to his team, and then Striker and Smurf will collapse on Izayaki, because a Zenyatta that is Discorded is so incredibly vulnerable to the Tracer. And as I said, Striker ignores the enemy Tracer and just goes straight shark diving for the Discord Orb that Violet's placed on Izayaki. And that is why this is such a great example of Harmony Orb placement and Discord Orb placement. And Violet will go on to clean up the fight with the rest of his team, pushing out the flankers, killing the Mercy, and winning the first fight on this Koth map. Coming in at number 4 is just Violet's aggressiveness, how he takes space when he goes forward, how he ends his trances, and you also saw this when he played the Baptiste. He ends up putting out a lot more damage than a lot of these other flex supports, just because he puts himself in positions and relies on his mechanics to clutch out fights for him. So here we have an example of just how much Violet's aggressiveness helps the Shock win these team fights, and how his clutch ability is also based on his aggressiveness here. So this fight is going to be complete and utter chaos, so bear with me as I try to break this down. But we're gonna have Violet push up. He's going to Discord the enemy Widow, take the duel already a little bit with the Widow, which is already very aggressive, right? Use the shield as cover as the Shock tries to rotate, making sure his Harmony Orb has 100% uptime, and he's using the cover from the enemy team to make sure that he doesn't get shot by this Hanzo you can hear, and he doesn't get hit by any random projectile. As he discords the enemy Roadhog, he's going to try and farm his trance up here, getting headshot after headshot. Moth goes for the res but ends up falling, and now Violet knows, hey, Striker is dead, Moth is dead, so I have to go and make a play now, as this fight has devolved into chaos and my ult is about to end. So he's going to end up dodging the Sigma ult, and he's going to try and take this duel with Fitz, forcing him to hookshot away, and then the old Hollywood elevator, which, looking back at this, is quite funny, seeing how slow it is and how happy we are with the new ones. But a little bit off topic, but he's going to find Fitz, take the duel, take this aggressiveness to a whole new level, and making sure he's hitting these shots. And also going to end up taking the fight with Toby here, and ending up living with 1 HP. And this was the final map for the Shock in this fight, and Violet's aggressiveness actually ended up doing so much. And coming in at number 3, it's just Viol2t's raw aim. I was talking earlier about how having Viol2t on your team is just like having another DPS. And it's true. He hits a lot of shots. But the biggest thing is to me that he also puts himself in positions to be able to take these shots. He puts himself in positions that are more risky and taking more wide angles and making sure that when he does those risky things and when he takes those angles, he hits those left clicks. And I'm sure you've all seen just how accurate this guy is on Zenyatta. So that's my number 3 reason why Viol2t's the best Zenyatta in the world. So coming in at number 2, and this kind of ties into my last point, is just the right clicks that Viol2t can do on the Zenyatta. The way he takes angles and the way his timing works kind of reminds me of Jonak in Season 1 of the Overwatch League and how he was able to create more right-click picks than any other Zenyatta. And that's one of the big reasons why the Shock was able to run the Zenyatta, and teams like Seoul and Shanghai and Philly ended up going for the Ana. But Viol2t was able to create such big value and basically be another DPS for the Shock that they were able to run the Zenyatta. And the number 1 reason why I think Viol2t is the best Zenyatta in the world is just how he knows how the ebb and flow of the game works and how he has such a good game sense. So here we can see one of the final fights against the Seoul Dynasty on this Oasis map in the Grand Finals. Viol2t is starting to fight off in the back. He's playing it a little bit slow while Seoul Dynasty is staging a retake, right? They're looking to retake. They have their Hanzo Mercy, their Sigma over here, and the Roadhog is flanking far left right now. So this fight's going to start out pretty bad for the Shock. But this is going to show just how good Viol2t knows when to cede space and when to take space. And because Smurf is dead, he is hugging the cover right now. He's trying to look for picks and even it up with his right clicks. But him and the rest of the Shock are playing this slow. But he's still going to look for picks. He's still going to look for discords. He's still looking to push out damage and be aggressive, right? So he's going to find the discord, push out gesture. He's being a big reason why the Seoul has not recapped this point yet. Because he's still playing where you can shoot the enemy team. He's going to figure out Fitz. See, he's keeping an eye on him. The entirety of Seoul, as I said, when fights haven't really broken out yet, is looking at Viol2t, so he cannot make the big value plays and needs to play it rather safe. So he has to give up a lot of the space. So now that Chaos has broken out, he's going to be more and more aggressive. He has to hide from this bomb for a little bit, but he's going to trance. And he's going to end his trance even more aggressive because the Chaos is almost over. The fight's won. And that is how Shock is able to win this map. So thank you all for watching this video. Leave a like and perhaps a comment if you want to see more and what other video you would like to see. As I said, this video was based on suggestions from the last video. So very, very exciting. And make sure to go follow my Twitch in the comments. I do VOD reviews a lot on stream and we'll do them in the next season. I'm super excited for that. Yeah, thank you all for watching. This again is brought to you by NetApp. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.